do I have a treat for you? Just so you know, 1 in maybe every 400 people will actually say to me, you know what, Laurie, this is really good. I want you to share this with those people on YouTube. I'm okay with that. It's rare. And today it happened. But it's interesting though, because the wife transcribed what her husband left on a voicemail. And I read it a few times and I said to her, it doesn't make sense. And she said, I know. That's how his voice was. It was just kind of rambling. So keep that in mind as I read these, because I've read it through a few times and I pause. I'm like, well, it doesn't make any sense. And that's what midlife crisis is. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense, which means what? It's nonsense. So let's read this. Husband calls and says, I had a 2-hour call with my therapist today, and I realize now that as much as I'm happy with Horseface, aka affair partner, the pain I still carry is that I let myself fail, which means being with Horseface is just easier because none of my friends care about me, and Horseface, she cares. She doesn't know them, and well, she doesn't know me either really, but that's okay because she still likes me. But I see I failed you, and I'm still coming to terms with that because I give everyone else grace. I'm always nice to everybody, and I'm always teaching people that it's okay to fail, even our kids, because we all have to learn from our failure. I see now that I was not okay being myself when I started to fail, and in doing so, my thoughts to be perfect just didn't work because I'm not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. No one is. No one can ever be perfect. I've lived my life attempting to be perfect for everyone else but me, so that I could be the hero for everyone else when they failed, and then they would make me feel good. I also realize I do not like this getting older thing. I'm going to be 50 soon, and my hair is going, and the kids are leaving, and I just want to be on my own to learn how to love myself again and figure out what I want. Being with you is okay, but it's stressful. And now I think it's time for me just to fly off into greener pastures. My therapist thinks that I have to think about my failures and why and stay home while I do it. But I don't like to think about the bad, and I don't want to think about the bad at home. Let's just do the good things now, right? Okay? Okay. See, some of this doesn't make sense. Because not only did I fail you and cheat on you and leave you, which is the biggest failure that a man can do to a woman, there's all this shame I have now whenever I come over and I just want to sit in the living room and cry. And who does that help? No one. It's my shame and it's my mistake and I have to live with this. So thank you for dinner last night. You do cook so well and I will miss that. Say hi to everyone. Peace out. Oh, God. Can you imagine hearing a voicemail like this? It's so painful because, I read it clean, but I'm sure when he was leaving that for his wife, he was sad. And now I know some women will say, he's going to commit suicide. And here's what I'm going to say. Rarely. This is very rare that they do that. They don't want to go. They want to be here. They want to have experiences. They want someone like Horseface, and, that's the affair partner. And if they have one, then they know there's more out there. And there is. You will never run out of women willing to hang out with a guy. Ever. They're always out there, which I really want to change that too. If I could get my hands on some of these women and teach them that, you know what? You're better than that. You do not need a man who already has a wife or a separated wife or a wife that he doesn't like him or he's confused. Why? There's so many other people out there. Don't fall for the trap. Don't take the bait. Run. If he's got anything to do with a woman, exit. It's better to find someone whose spouse has passed away or they've been divorced for 20 years or a long time, not someone who's still in it. You're just setting yourself up for failure. But many women will go out looking for that. And I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. And if you could teach your kids never to do that, like your young girls, hey, that guy's married, don't touch him. Teach our kids how to deal with the stuff that they're going to grow up and see. Because it's not okay. It just complicates things. People complicate their lives. So this letter here, the wife sent it to me, and she's in a good place. And I'm very proud of her. She's come a long way since joining my program. But it still hurts. And I know, you have to overcome that. Like, what? Like, your thought is, I can fix this. Oh, no, I can fix this. I can do this. And we can't do that. We can't fix it. And that was the hard part for me, being quiet and going, I can't tell him what to do. You can't. He won't listen. And then you're just a bossy person. And that doesn't work out. So it's best to just listen and then let it go. You can't fix him and you can't change him. So take a breath and, tomorrow's a new day. But in the meantime, I'm so grateful when someone sends me these things. So if you want to send me something to read here, please do. TheWifeExpert@gmail.com. And please leave a comment and please subscribe and please join my program if you need help on this subject. It's so funny. I have a class once every 2 weeks, once every 10 days, and I record all my classes and they're still on my app. And people are saying now, they're like, it's fascinating when I go back in time and you hear people's stories, because everyone gets to talk for at least 5 minutes. It's just part of the program. And so we talk and I coach them and we kind of go through what they could do better. And people listen to those in a bunch in a row. And it's like watching a TV show, but it's you're learning and you're gaining things, which never, ever stop learning. I'm always learning. I'm always curious. Learn, be curious, stay awake, pay attention, have eyes that listen. And if you need my help, let me know.